Hi everyone, this is Ash back step of how we can enhance our creative writing with idioms. Now, idioms are phrases, okay? They are phrases whose meaning is different from the actual meaning of the words. Now, of course, this way when I speak, it sounds really confusing. So let's go to the animation way of knowing what idioms are. This is again, I have made these animation videos so that you all can understand better. The first video, you can see that over here, dogs falling from the sky. Of course, when I say raining cats and dogs, it means raining heavily. It does not mean that cats and dogs are falling from the sky. Look at Simba. He's on clouds, different kind of clouds. There is an idiom on cloud nine doesn't mean there'll be a cloud which looks like nine and then you'll be on it. It's an idiom, a better way to say that you're happy. This person is in a dustbin, all right, okay, and he's not looking very happy. So from this we have an idiom which is called down in the dumps. Down in the dumps means sad. Now going further, look at the cat coming out of the bag, but no, it does not, the idiom does not mean that the cat will jump out of the bag. To let the cat out of the bag is an idiom which means to tell a secret. Now look at the smiley face. How from normal yellow it's turned red. When you see red, it's an idiom which means that you're angry. It doesn't mean that you can see red color in front of your eyes. When I've used this in the past tense, the see should become saw. Like mother saw red when she entered the room and saw there was a mess. Now, the girl, she has a thermometer on her mouth, and it's like the rainy season, the cloud is above her and it's raining. From this, there's a simile called under the weather. It does not mean that the girl is we are standing under the weather and getting wet. Under the weather is an idiom which means to fall sick or to be ill. Now, with our next set of idioms. Here we go. So this particular boy, you can see the clouds are around him. From this, we get the idiom called head in the clouds. If your head is in the clouds, that means you are daydreaming, you're not paying attention. Here, the cashier looks very shocked because over here, this is an arm on his table and there's a leg on his table. What does this mean? Cost an arm and a leg doesn't mean you have to give your arm and a leg to the cashier. He's going to look at you like that, probably petrified. Cost an arm and a leg is the idiom which means it's very expensive. Next, look at the cat. He's pulling this man's tongue. This idiom is called cat got your tongue. It means that you are not able to talk or you're not able to give an answer. For example, say instead of doing your homework, okay, you are sitting and watching TV and then suddenly your mom comes in and she's really angry and she says, "What are you doing? I told you to do your homework." At that time, because you know you're wrong and you don't have an answer and you stay quiet, that means the cat has got your tongue. So your mother can say, "What happened, huh? Why are you not saying anything now? The cat got your tongue." Next, eye and apple. The idiom is called apple of the eye. It means to be someone's extremely favorite person or to be very dear to someone. For example, my mother is the apple of my eye. It does not mean that the apple is in your eye or anything like that. Look at this one. Hold your horses. The horse is going really fast and then stops. To hold your horses means to have patience. For example, before beginning the examination, the teacher told the children to hold their horses and listen to instructions. You know what happens sometimes when teachers give you worksheets, you immediately start solving it without waiting for anything, any instruction that your teacher gives you. So to hold your horses means to have patience. Now look at this little clock. It's got wings. This teaches us time flies. Time flies is an idiom which means that time passes by very quickly. But if you want to do it in the past tense, you'll have to say time flew. But especially when you're having a good time, you feel, oh my God, time has passed so quickly. So we can say time flew when I was as playful as a cub in the garden. So here I combined an idiom and a simile together. Okay, now this one is a little funny. Have a blast means have fun. It doesn't mean that you will blast like this lady. No. That's not have a blast. Have a blast is this, where you're having a lot of fun. So, for example, if I combine the time idiom, I can say that time flew when I was having a blast at the party. Now, look at the cow. It's going over the moon. Over the moon is an idiom which means to have fun. It doesn't mean you have to go over the moon. So you have two idioms for have fun. One is over the moon and one is on cloud nine. Okay, now look at what's happening to this deer, Bambi. You know, she's not able to walk on ice. And look at this boy. It's written danger, thin ice. Ice walking is dangerous because if the ice cracks and you fall in, you will practically freeze because it's so cold. So from this we have the idiom. It's called walking on thin ice. When you're walking on thin ice, that means you're doing something dangerous. For example, crossing the road without looking on the left and the right side is walking on thin ice. That means it's dangerous. You're not supposed to do that. Playing with a knife or any sharp object is walking on thin ice. It means it's please do not do that. Going further, okay, you have stop clowning around. Clowning around means to fool around, like a clown. When I say stop clowning around, it means don't fool around. Class is a very nice way to start a story. Maybe I can start the story by using the dialogue. Stop clowning around, bellowed the teacher. She was enraged when she entered the classroom and saw everyone was talking like parrots and were not in their places. So you can even start the story with this dialogue. Sounds interesting. Now look what's happening here. This person wants to cross, but this dragon is coming in its way, and this other person comes and helps him. See? See, he whacks him. Yes. So from here you get the idiom lend a helping hand. To lend a helping hand doesn't mean you give your hand to somebody. It means to help. Here, this girl, she has a heart of gold. To have a heart of gold means to be kind. It doesn't mean that your heart became, your heart is suddenly made of gold or that your heart is golden in color. All right. So if somebody has a heart of gold, that means the kind. Now we are slowly proceeding towards our end. Couch potato. Look at this on the couch. All right. Couch potato means a lazy person. You know, when we are watching TV for a long while or playing video games for a long while, we all become couch potatoes. That means we become extremely lazy. Eating a lot of junk food also makes you a couch potato. Okay. Now look at this in the dog house. See, this man comes out. He says, I'm sorry. Can I come out now? Look. Yeah. In the doghouse means that when you have done something wrong and a very important person who's close to you is very angry. For example, I knew I was in the doghouse when I reached half an hour later than the deadline. Say, example, my mom must have told me come home by 8 o'clock, not later than that. I reach home at 8:30, so I know that okay, my mom's gonna be very angry at me, so I know that I'm in the doghouse. Next one. Out of the blue means suddenly. That's why this man is so shocked. When something that you don't expect happens, that is called out of the blue. That is when the person is extremely shocked and goes like, oh no. Next, going further. Okay, we're almost towards the end. Last four. Give someone a cold shoulder is an idiom which means to ignore someone or be rude to someone. It doesn't mean that you have a cold shoulder. Now look at this emoji. This person is coming with a big heart and this other person just walks away. See, without even seeing this person, and this person feels sad. So when you ignore someone, when you don't talk to someone, you're rude to somebody, it's called to give that person a cold shoulder. Oh, here we have a pig flying. A pig can never fly. It's not true, not possible. That is why when pigs fly is an idiom which means never. Look at the smiley face. From a happy smiley face, it turns green. To turn green is called jealous, and the idiom is turn green with envy. My sister turned green with envy when I received an iPad for my birthday. Okay, so she was jealous because I got it and she did not get it. And now we have the last one over here. Cake. Who doesn't like cake? And wow, she's having a cake a piece of cake so easily. Idiom, which means it was really easy. It does not mean that, a cake or a piece of cake is kept in front of you. So, for example, my math paper was a piece of cake, that means it was so easy and I could do it so easily. I hope you liked these video animations because now in the next video, I'm going to show you how we are making paragraphs out of these idioms. And of course, you'll have to copy them down as well. So I hope you refer to them. Okay, you don't have to do anything in this. You've only watched these videos to see all these different idioms. Okay, so per the notes and the writing. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.